Ooh, this one is really heavy. Interesting one. It's a time for package from China. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in today's video, we are going to take a close look at one of those arcade products I purchased from One More Arcade. So this is actually what we're getting inside the package. A lot of different components, because this is quite on the looks kit, complete with light guns and everything else. But how is this when it comes to the competition? So let's start off with the controllers. I'm quite disappointed already. And the reason why, not because of the two controller, one, let's say USB configuration. No, simply because they are giving you the cheap ones. This is absolutely like those chemical ones I personally really hate. Very cheap feel, no rumble function. Yeah, they should improve it, but I understand this is an arcade board, so I'm guessing they don't want to have the focus on, let's say, the controller configuration. They just want you to plug this thing into arcade machine, and these things are just extra. Okay, so the most important thing, the heart of the machine, the PC, because that's actually what they're using. The first impression is not positive because there was something loose in it. So we're going to be opening it up because we need to see what is in the inside also. But let's see what it comes to the connection. So this thing, you can just clearly see it's made for putting in an arcade machine through all the holes over here, so you can just screw it in your arcade machine. So this is the special connection for the bottom, two USBs over here. And I think these were like for the light guns. Nevertheless, we're going to be looking into the manual. I'll always double check it because they were like indicating everything. The HDMI, VGA, we're having another 4 ports and the RG45. The even and separate audio jack and the input for the power supply. But let's open up this thing and let's see what are we getting in the inside. Alright, so let's move on to the next part, the light gun situation, and the games are absolutely crazy. So some of them, I'm curious if they are using, for example, Time Crisis, the MAME or the PlayStation version, because most of them are using the PlayStation because the MAME is way too difficult to emulate on cheaper boxes. We have Virtua Cop 1 and 2, the combination of, let's say, some Sega Naomi, some PlayStation 1, and even some, let's say, 8-bit, 16-bit. There's absolutely a lot to play. So let's do a quick overview of a couple of games and let's see how the light guns work. I already tried it and I can tell you the light guns are absolutely great, but let's showcase. So what is very convenient with this particular light gun, that we have a D-pad implemented in this, so we can just navigate through the menu and we don't need the controllers. I think the only way we need the controllers, or let's say the jammer or the jammer handlers, is that we're going to be going back to the main menu. But besides that, so far I know, everything seems to be working just fine and we can just boot it up and play. Alright, so let's move on to the Judge Dredd game, and this is actually the PlayStation version. So when it comes to the light guns, this works plug and play. If you're going to be pressing the joysticks over there, yeah, sometimes you need to wait before it's going to be switching between the joystick and the light guns, but everything seems to be working just fine. You can see that there is a crosshair on the screen of player 2. You can maybe remove them when it comes to configuration, going back to, let's say, the Windows setup. I'm just going to be leaving them as is, because I don't really be bothered by it. But in combination with the solenoids, the light gun feature works absolutely great. Alright, so when it comes to this particular game, normally you're having the machine gun going on. I also have this on my Sharkade machine, but normally should configure the solenoid go all ape shit when it comes to this game. But you just have one single click and that's it. So I understand some systems like Retro Shooter had the option to easily switch, so pressing a certain kind of buttons, but that is not possible over here. So we can just move around and play like that with actually no solenoid. Okay, so let's go into some NES games. Oh man, just a super basic game. Let's see how it actually works out. I've personally never played this. I did notice there's a whole lot of difference between the audio levels in general. So this is, by the way, the arcade game, not the PlayStation version. I did see this game on cheaper boxes so far. But also this seems to be running just fine. Oh! Oh yeah, but I did complete the stage. Oh, losing a heart. I hit the bomb. The Terminator game is the same as the Revolution X. Okay, wait. And yeah, we do have 2 crosshairs now. That's kind of weird, to be honest. And that has to do with the emulator and the game itself. Same situation. We can repeatedly press the button to have a solenoid effect. But this is just a great example that we don't have the option. Alright, so let's see if we can use a rocket. Yep, they have been configured to the side over here. So that seems to be working just fine. But still, having no solenoid is no fun. So this machine is actually running the Time Crisis real arcade version. That is absolutely cool because this game is so much superior to the, let's say, PlayStation one. So let's get into the gameplay. So we need to use the side button over here to get into the shooting position. The game runs absolutely flawless. No problem, no weird things going on. I've been trying this game on, I think it was the Games Family board. And they completely messed it up. Oh yeah, this is absolutely blast to the past. Time Crisis is one of those games I've played so much with my light gun. Now having this, again, the relocate version with this amazing solenoid. This is absolutely fun, man. Come on, there we go. I think the weirdest game I've ever played on a light gun is with the Super NES emulator and having Lamborghini racing. So that's such a weird combination. You're just steering with your light gun. There we go. We even gonna use the turbo. Ah, that wasn't a good idea. Ah, and we can even shoot, but I don't want to say what the point it is. Come on, get out of the freaking grid. Come on, there we go. All right. Oh. And we can just shoot everybody if we want to. Whew! Such a cool combination and weird at the same time. Here we go. Where's the rival? I do wonder how it actually worked with the real scope, because the technology was so much different than this. There we go. Let's go with some confidential mission. This is such a cool game. They also use this on the Pandora box 10 and the, I think, retro shooter. So this is actually not a game that you need a very expensive product like this for. But it's a lot of fun. Go away, chubby guy. Let's go! See him go, man, Mr. Max Payne. There we go. Machine gun mode. Well, let's move on with the 2-player configuration because we have 2 light guns over there, but it seems to be working all fine. This is absolutely like satisfying playing with 2 games or 2 light guns at the same time. And also this game seems to be running just fine. So it doesn't matter what we're going to be playing. There is no limitations when it comes to, let's say, the gameplay itself. They configured everything to a certain point that it runs just fine. Can we skip this? Great. And that's one of the things that I find very pleasant about this plug and play situation, is that you can just plug the sensor on your monitor and we can just play them without any problem. Alright. I know, but I was too late. Oh yep, I killed him. I messed up. That's a shame. Alright. Ninja Assaults. One of those beautiful graphical games you can only find on, let's say, more powerful devices, what I understand of. And also this seems to be working just fine. Let's grab the second light gun and let's have some fun. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah! So with Ninja Assault, this is one of those cool games that you can just play together with friends, and it works without any problem whatsoever. Okay, moving on to some Virtual Cop. Very cool game, by the way. Ah! How do you reload with this thing? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's even more cheesy than already. Oh, this is absolutely cheesy. Let's put it that way. We just use the side button for reloading, so we have infinite bullets. Like that. But the only thing they still need to fix, and that is something of a problem, that I cannot play with the secondary player. And that is an issue when it comes to the software. But I think that can be fixed. The Maze of the King is absolutely one of those classic light gun games. I personally never seen these on, like, say, home consoles, so I think they can only be played on the arcade machines. Can we cheat? Yeah, we can cheat. We can cheat with the button. That's so much easier. Come on. Ah! There's so many of them! Pandora Gun Max is absolutely a very cool piece of technology. When they're combining a Windows PC with controllers and light guns, this works absolutely plug and play. I had no issues whatsoever when it comes to connecting. I plugged in, let's say, the light guns and everything worked out of the box. The downside is that the controllers are very bad quality. I cannot really enjoy those games, and that should absolutely be improved. I've been messing with, let's say, one Xbox 360 wired controller that seems to be working, but again, I need to mess around with it with some multiple controllers for Play 1 and Play 2, because we do have the feature going back to the menu when pressing the joystick itself. The light guns are absolutely great overall quality. I love them. Like, they're quite big and kind of clunky, but they do play very comfortable in the long run. So having all of the buttons configured correctly for putting in a credit, starting the game, and etc. And the solenoid, oh boy, it's really nice. The PC itself, yeah, this is a hybrid, so you can slap it into an arcade machine with the Gemma, or you can just actually use this thing as a game system with the controllers. So if the controller being improved, it would be absolutely an overall perfect experience. I will just put this thing under my television, so we can just power it on and off and just enjoy myself some light gun gaming. Thank you all for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.